time I send an email, including to their VP of client customer success, Chris, I send an email. Within 2 minutes, I get a reply, and that's very valuable to me. Because you have these other companies who are saying, oh, we can do this for you, we can do that for you, and we can be here to support you. But you send an email, then you get an automated reply saying, we'll get back to you within 24, 48 hours, if we can. If not, you're just sitting there waiting, And the advantage is that they have a very good team when it comes to not only, the customer success side, but the payroll side, the HR side, the insurance side as well. It's been amazing. I send an email, ask my questions, within minutes, I have a reply. And I'm like, whoa. One of the first couple of periods that we worked with KitchenSync, I'm going to confess, I did put them to the test. I have been doing this for over 26 years now. And once I get my P&L, I can go boom, 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 boom. I know what I'm looking at. I know what needs to be done. I ended up sending them about 45 questions. And I kid you not, the very next day, I had an answer for every single question to the T. Everything was clearly answered. Everything was handled the right way. Everything was reclassed or answered or more details provided. And I have it on email. And I said, whoa, you guys, it's really hard. It's really hard for me to be impressed. I can tell you that day when I got the email, I reached out to them. I said, Chris, I'm impressed. I said, you guys impressed me because I was able to get an answer for every single question. Out of 45 questions, they didn't miss a single one. So I was like, okay, I know I have the right team now. But now with KitchenSync, we have that available live. My GMs can go in there now and see, okay, how am I doing this week? How did I do last week? On a Monday, once we close the week, they go into KitchenSync and they go, okay, let me see how I did the previous week. We didn't have that before. We could do it, but you had to go into 5, 6 different systems in order to pull all the data, put it together, which they were not doing. We had the accounting department was doing that for us. And I had some visibility on it as well, but not as much as I do right now with KitchenSync. So the visibility that GMs have right now is far better than what we had before. And they're able to go in there and see how we're doing, what we're doing, and what we need to do, in order to continue to move the business forward. So there is a lot of visibility, a lot of transparency as well. You can communicate. They can communicate directly with the accounting team as well if they have any questions or anything that comes up. From time to time, mistakes happen. One invoice gets allocated to the wrong location. The GM goes in there and says, oh, whoops, this is not mine. This is for so-and-so. And they reclass that right away. And it's been amazing having the visibility.